What's going on, everybody? It's Rick from Garden with Barchuckin. Last week I added some of this paper from the Chinese auction that I won, and we fed some pumpkin and the pulp from a juicer. Definitely looks good with the castings on top, and there was also a piece of pineapple that was still left, so we'll see how everything's looking. Oh, there's our pumpkin stem, still holding firm. Looks like this was kind of all clumped together, so I definitely want to incorporate that in this feeding. There's a couple pieces of skin of some sort from that pulp, but nothing identifiable. I'm not finding that pineapple at all. There's some type of skin, but that's not a pineapple skin. I don't know. Just put this pumpkin stem right there in the center. I think today is the day that I'm rotating these bins. So I basically lifted it and turned it. I'm just going to run my hand on the bottom to knock anything that's hanging back into the lower tray here. So this here is going to become the new feeding tray, and there's worms down in this area. So I'm going to go ahead, quick fluff this and see how this is looking. The moisture up top was really nice, and just looking at this looks pretty good as well. Yeah, and all this was just fresh bedding that was moistened. Okay, that makes me happy. That fluffed up nicely, and I'm hoping you guys can see some of these worms that are in here. Oop, there's a worm that fell on the floor. I'm going to do the same thing. Lift this tray up, make sure anything that's stuck to the bottom I try to keep in the tray, and then I'm going to put this on top of the old feeding tray. Oh yeah, I'm seeing some worm activity down here too. I definitely want to try to get these guys incorporated better so I don't have a big clump of this confetti stuff. I'm hoping this comes through. This is real dark. A lot of this actually looks and feels like the coffee grounds. This is going into that bottom tray. Okay, so when replacing this, there's these little tabs. They have to go in first. And then there's an edge around that white basin that the tray actually fits into. Here you can see what I wiped back in, and I will moisten this bottom tray. Ooh. So now the middle tray is the feeding tray. This was the middle tray. This is now up top to become the feeding tray. And I got a treat for these guys. Okay, and here's the treat. Some watermelon. This should really help to kind of entice some of the worms from down below and the ones that are in here into this feeding area. And then the pulp from the juicer to the feeding area. I always like to add a little bit of ground up eggshell. The worms don't have teeth. They have the crop and the gizzard, so it gives them a chance to eat some of this small eggshells, and as they wiggle around, it grinds up the food in their crop and their gizzard so they can digest it. Okay, and then on top of the feeding area, what I like to do is I like to add a little bit of worm chow. The worm chow is available for the worms right now while the watermelon dethaws and the bacteria starts getting into that pulp and the watermelon. That's going to take a few days to a week, but up top here, this will be something that the worms can actually go after right away and give them something to munch on right now. Well, if you guys have any questions, don't forget to drop it down in the comments below. Thanks for coming along, checking out the video. Everybody have a great day.